Denzel Valentine averaging 14 points per game.
Yeah, a little bit of a hesitation just then. I didn't think he was going to get it off cleanly, but then regathered. A little bit of a bobble.
Spangler with the screen. Healed in the corner. Pump fake. Jumper. Isaiah Cousins. And Cousins with a terrific rebound. Nowhere to go. Thomas is not going to shoot the three. It's a no-look pass to Isaiah Cousins.
Strong move, Pollard. No. Rebound cleared by Spangler. Dayton is 0 of 4 from the field. 2 turnovers. Open look. Cousins. Count it. Shooting practice from the corner. Long strides on a kick. Cousins off the dribble. The jumper doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Thomas. Skip pass. Heel doesn't take the three. Cousins will. Count it. Isaiah Cousins. Foul called against Darrell Davis. Woodard has checked back in for Oklahoma. Cousins, a hard screen. Seibert took a shot from Thomas. Crossover. Jumper. Splash. Albany cuts it to 2. Woodard feeding to Spangler. 8:35 to play in this first half. Shot clock is down to 15. Cousins yet to get it going. He nails it. A trip. 60 to 54, Oklahoma. They have kept Albany at arm's length. But you get these moments where the Great Danes hang in there. Half-court set for Oklahoma. High screen from Latin.
Against the zone, they got to get the ball moving side to side. You got to move that zone.
Woodard, hop step, shot clock at 4. Kick out, Cousins. Fires in. It's good.
Cousins, the 3. Passing. Man, 3, no, battle rebound, and it'll come away with the Sooners.
Sooners were really out of sorts last night in the first half against Oklahoma State. Shot the ball way too quick.
Cousins again, and he's got 2 3 balls. Here comes Woodard. Attacking.
Oh, good hustle by Latin.
Deep throw is good. Oh, mercy. On fire, Isaiah Cousins. Yes. The home run. 62-58. Up 4.
You just saw the hammer play. Work to perfection.
Cousins responds. Another shot.
Jeff Newberry, the best defender on the Oklahoma State team, gets the assignment of the Big 12 Player of the Year, does a good job of denial up at the top there.
Cousins, one dribble, jumper, very pure from Isaiah Cousins.
Cousins has
9-point lead for the Cowboys. Cousins, crossover, nice move by Isaiah Cousins.
Got more arc on that shot.
Woodard, no look. Spangler didn't want it. Healed, misses it. Cousins for 3. Good! Of the night, Forte still having such a hard time to get shots to go down.
And that was his best look of the night.
Cousins. That's sort of the contrast here in the. But he is not going to play here today. So no Cliff Alexander, he won't play. No Perry Ellis, and Brandon Green also won't be out there. There's Cousins with the jump shot.
There it goes.
Yeah, Mason is such an aggressive player. Here's Cousins.
Watch out for Selden.
And Selden answered that shot for Cousins late. I mean, Minnesota, they would have a hard time finishing outside the bottom 2, I think, in this league.
TCU has shown themselves to be very good outside the league and very competitive in the league. Latin's in now, the young guy.
The freshman Kadeem Latin to Cousins, who hits a 3 so pure. Mickelson, who gave the Jayhawks a real spark off the bench. I don't know what happened with that exchange. Cousins, too fast, and
Hill didn't have to double pump either.
This one won't be missed.
Ring right there. Both defenders went vertical.
I think they've done a good job today. Cousins attacks and scores.
Spangler out for that high screen for Hill. They've moved it over to the right side. Tayshaun bluffs on Niang. Kicks back now. Woodard. Cousins with his first shot rips another three. Uh-oh. And a steal. Cousins picked Nader's pocket. Inside. Hield. Then he gets back defensively and cuts off the baseline on Hield. Good hustle by number 31. Bigger Thomas backs him down in. Open man is Cousins. Bingo.
How about that ball movement?
Don't touch him. Your hand will be on fire. He's blazing right now. It's a 7. Finally, Cousins knocks down the J. Bleak. And the roll for Morris. Everything going in. It's magic.
37-8 run.
Knocked down. Cousins gets it.
Overseas is the train for the professional teams, and so said he was having a flashback. He was on a road trip and thought he was getting ready to play. You know, they did a good job. They said the train's got electricity, it's got outlets, so the kids all had, you know, plugs for their iPhones and iPads and had movies going, and they had food, had snacks there, so it wasn't a safety issue, and they turned it into quite an adventure.
Isaiah Cousins off the feed from Buddy Hield. Parrish, wild shot. Spangler whips down the board. Here comes Jordan Woodard. Cousins, nice ball fake. Knocks it down. Sooners have missed 9 straight, make it 10 in a row. But another offensive rebound. This time it's Hield. Woodard drives, kicks. Cousins, open 3, and that's good. Fields into the game for TCU. Cousins down the lane. Nobody guarded him.
It's a good start for Texas Tech in their win over Iowa State. They had 9 threes. Going to need 9 or 10 today.
Oklahoma gets the favorable bounce. Isaiah Cousins.
Game behind Kansas as well.
There's a steal. Nifty play and the lay-in by Cousins.
Perfect possession for Texas Tech. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They get the basket.
Again, this is the tempo the Red Raiders relish. Oklahoma would like to get up and down just a little quicker. And Cousins again finding it very easy. That lane was wide.
Knocking the ball out of bounds.
Cousins again, that's 3 in a row for Isaiah. Cousins steps back. Gets his own rebound. That's a rare occurrence today. Only the second.
But a good hustle play will give them another opportunity to score. In that 2-3 zone, you got to make sure you know where Frank Booker is.
Cousins from way outside.
Smith appeared to have dragged his pivot foot, but the change to the zone has thrown off their rhythm.
Oh, the stuff. Isaiah.
Percentages, but only because they missed that first free throw.
All right, so the Sooners get the tip. Same starting 5 for the Sooners. Woodard is in there with the basketball. And Texas Tech going with their same starting 5. It started the game. Coming up next, West Virginia, Oklahoma State. Cousins knocks it down. First bucket.
And Spangler attacks. And it has his shot changed by Cameron Ridley. No reset of the shot clock from deep. A three is knocked in by Isaiah Cousins.
Well, good extra pass.
Stanley Johnson.
You're mentioning all guys that went to Arizona.
I'm just trying to make you feel good.
Jabari Bird.
Yeah. And the shot from the perimeter. The long two by Isaiah.
Spangler's a guy that doesn't mind at all giving it up for the team.
That's banked in by Cousins.
Meanwhile, his Sooners have the basketball right now. Put it back in Cousins' hands for an open two. Knock it down.
There's a good reason for that. I don't think Oklahoma's played as hard defensively. They haven't had a chance to foul a lot.
Hield misses on the three. Spangler, second chance. Points coming again. That's a three ball.
Niang, now the switch.
Try to save. Loose ball. Turnover. Easy run out. Cousins.
And I see a little bit of fatigue from Oklahoma out there. So if you're the Cyclones, you want to keep pushing the pace.
They've got 9.5 minutes. Cousins attacks. Too easy. Cousins off the dribble, has to kick it back outside, and he gets it in the corner. They keep attacking that paint. They've got to have some stops, though. This has been a very efficient offense the Sooners are running for Coach Kruger.
That's exactly right, because now the Sooners can't put it on cruise control. Iowa State scores too quickly.
Three ball. Yes! Cousins.
To two. Double team on Anderson. Abrams did not look pretty out there dribbling in the open floor. A little ill-advised. Thomas placing the trap. Cousins.
Coaches at the end of a half will try and trap the basketball, get you out of your offense, and create something for themselves instead of sitting back. So we'll see what TCU is going to do. It appears they're just going to play it straight.
And Isaiah Cousins then took it. Cousins to Thomas. Three for Cousins. He did. Lemons and lemonade. 6-point game. Cousins go too open a look.
Virginia, they're just on attack mode for 40 minutes, and you just rarely see that in college basketball. Almost no teams playing how West Virginia does.
Part of the strategy is that will ultimately take over the game, that they just wear down their opponents. Nice cut by Cousins to the basket. I'm sort of translating the body language. Phillip is playing very hard in this pressure defense. Thomas to Cousins with the foul. Could not handle the ball. Now Carter shoots a three, and it's too strong. It all worked out for Oklahoma. Cousins, pull-up jumper. Beauty.
He's just a pure scorer. He can do it at all three levels.
Rebound, Spangler back in with his 4 fouls. Isaiah Cousins, nifty ball handling. Cousins!
Foul to try to dipsy-do, fade away, finger roll, and then get nothing out of the deal. I'm sure Lon Kruger feels the same way.
You mentioned that Oklahoma State has been hot. The Sooners have missed 8 of their last 10 shots. There's a little tough foul line shot. Make it 3 of them.
Score Iowa State by 15 points from long range. Gocher had 5 of those.
Cousins. Well, he banks it home. Maybe he...
A good job of not leaving his feet on the pass. Is that a jump stop? We don't see many of those.
Not too often.
These days.
Corey's had 49. Here's a steal by Cousins.
Up 21 coming out of the half. But defensively been very, very good these first few possessions.
two-man game. And they swing it to the other side, and there's a three by Cousins.
A lot more tough environments to go in, and he wants them to have some good things happen.
Another offensive rebound, another chance for Cousins. He doesn't miss two
easily, but two guys fought each other for it. Now Hield is open. The three in and out. The follow is good from Cousins. He's very aware of all the family and friends who are here. He was talking about with us. Good defense by Spangler.
Well, I think he's got to play with more physicality. I really like his game, but he shies away from contact in the paint.
Right in the middle of that zone. Cousins three. Good.
That's a guy that actually took a 4-point lead late in that game.
Gathers from the baseline. Rebound Cousins.
Cousins and Hield, we've mentioned it before. They are outstanding rebounding guards.
It was a stunning run at Allen Fieldhouse against the Jazz. What was it, 31-9?
Yes, so it was amazing.
Woodard to Hield in the corner.
What do you notice first two possessions? Ball movement.
Yeah. Cousins three. I guess the wrist is okay.
You like him, Fran? Oh, yeah. He's come a long way in a year. Been in double figures in 15 of 17. Outstanding defender.
I think the key to the season for Kansas is about to check in. We're going to get into that other youngster. And Cousins knocks down a two. You got to be kidding.
No, they're not playing. What you're watching right here, you've heard me say this. College basketball is AA baseball. You hit 300, doesn't mean anything.
There's Cousins knocking down the three ball.
Kansas is not going to go 8 for 8 anymore tonight behind the arc. So you need simple stops and good open shots.
Cousins pull up, drains it. Good looking shot. Did you see him take? They've turned it over. Alexander back defensively on Cousins and one. Ellis wants the post. Short. Into Spangler's hands, and now they can cut it to a 2 or a 1. Cross court. Catch and shoot. Cousins cuts it to a 1.
How about this?
Jayhawks regain the lead. Pull out Cousins. Answers at the other end.
Brent, how about these?
It's a 4-point Jayhawk lead. 2.5 now. Spangler on the dribble, attacks the paint, kick outside, here's Cousins three, and it's good, a 1-point game.
And he went 7 for 7 at three-point shooting in the season opener. The steal, Cousins the jam, and Oklahoma off to a run.
He's a player that I thought could be very effective against the front line of Oklahoma State, but got a good block there by Cobbins.
Woodard now picked up defensively by Hickey. Thomas with the screen. Thrown to the corner. Wide open three is on the way and knocked down by
hands on a defensive rebound, and that time West Virginia made him pay again.
Quickly the other way. Cousins to Cousins. Cross-court pass to Hield. Quick release on the three. Spangler the offensive rebound. Now Cousins will let it fly. Bullseye. Biggest lead of the ball game for the home club. Spangler having a hard time getting it in. He finds Cousins. Here's Walker out of Canada. Home crowd wanted steps on Spangler. Cousins. Long two. Make it a 3.
Correction, 5 team fouls against Oklahoma.
Cousins gets a step on Adrian, spins into another defender. Now Woodard. And Spangler passes up the 3. And close out on Hield. One more pass, Cousins open. Smooth.
half, had 4 points, a couple of rebounds, so he's going to have to do yeoman work here in the second half.
Hield gets the ball back. Instant offense. Buddy Hield, the junior from Freeport in the Bahamas. Cousins was quiet in that first half. Easy layup.
Oklahoma gets a couple of baskets here. Don't expect Foster to stay on the bench very long.
Isaiah.
Get the ball in low. This is again. Spangler slips inside for the rebound on Cameron Ridley. Barnes bench. Cousins rattles in the
these guys for a very long time, but he was excited for the game tonight.
Fred, was he a good player at Houston?
Yes, he was. In fact, he grew up down the road in Killeen. And you know what happens in Texas? If you didn't get recruited by the Longhorns, it tends to kind of build that chip on your shoulder. Oh, I'll tell you.
Those shooters, Felix drops it into the freshman, and it's deflected. Now they turn it over right away. They just cannot continue to turn the ball over without a decent look. 3 ball is... Spangler goes over to screen for Cousins, who off a heel goal, offensive rebound. Woodard now drives, kicks to Spangler.
Those guards do a tremendous job of rebounding the ball on both ends, Hield and Cousins.
Patient. Bangs in another.
But it gives you an idea of the level of player that Jim Perry was getting at LIU Brooklyn.
Jason Brickman was...
great point guard.
Yeah, terrific point guard. Texas has such good high school basketball. You've heard me say it so many times. As good as anywhere in the country right now.
Cousins will try a 3. Does it again. The junior from Mount.
Baylor shoots it quickly. But I think Oklahoma's going to be content to try to milk this last shot, even though there's a little bit of a discrepancy.
6 seconds, shot clock to game clock. Cousins pulls up, gets it to go.
You got to get back. Came away with it. Good challenge by Hield on that cherry drive.
Cousins corner 3, got it.
on December 1st, and they lost to BYU at home by 16. So they played what you would call a moderate schedule so far.
Well, I mean, this is the highest ranked team Weber State has ever played during the regular season.
First time they've ever played in this game. There's a nice runner by Kendall Hill. He's their man right now with 8 of their 14 points. They didn't get back. First half fouls kind of stopped him. A give in there, and Woodard comes up with the steal. Straight ahead, Cousins. He'll do it himself. Isaiah.
Team in the #1 RPI conference in the country. I just think the fans are going to be in for a really great year this year.
Latin creating the turnover.
Now you got to elevate, go straight up and down. Don't be afraid to use the backboard. A soft touch off and finish.
He's still growing. You know, last year lost all that weight, missing time after that strange autoimmune disease. They weren't sure what it was at first. They diagnosed it as Graves' disease. Lost a lot of weight, but he's in the best shape now of his collegiate career. Knockdown jumper by Isaiah. Anderson has it stripped and stolen. Cousins with the throwdown. For their next game, it's a quick turnaround. They play in a couple days back in Norman. They are flying home tonight after the game. Booker out with a back problem, so they're down to just Dinjo Walker as the only guard off the bench.
And 2 more tests before they start conference play. Weber State, as you mentioned, that game right around the corner. And then they take on George Mason on the 31st.
Cousins in the lane, over the outstretched arm. Johnson in the lane, tough shot, was short. Upshaw trying to get the handle, instead Hield has it. Oklahoma looking to run again. Oklahoma with 10 fast break points to just 2 for Washington. The Sooners down 6, nearing the 9-minute mark. Here's Cousins raising and hitting a 3. Williams-Goss defending Hield, who has 17 points. Started to get it going here in the second half. Can't shake Williams-Goss, though. Gets the screen and finds Cousins. Cousins knifing through the lane. Beautiful English.
But that is a really interesting stat, and it is one that we will watch in the final 5 minutes.
And that's the reason why they've won some games here down the stretch, because they've been able to make those free throws late. Here's Cousins with a 2, and it's back to a...
Hands it back to Word. He's been playing a lot more. In fact, he was the leading scorer the other day, although a handoff pass here easily stolen by Isaiah Cousins.
Continued to emerge. Got a chance to be really good, particularly if they're in their conference.
Cousins. That's a 3.
And what you're hoping for if you're Scott Sutton is a series of defensive stops to start this second half to give yourself a chance to maybe get back into it.
3-pointer, good. Well,
how well they're capable of playing.
Latin looks up. Cousins. Boy, when he turned, he moved.
As a big man, he's starting to come on a little bit. Point guard plays real important for them, Dave. They've kind of struggled finding really who that is going to be consistently. Aaron Young's played better as of late, but they will definitely challenge for the league title.
Shot clock is down to 2. Cousins at the...
He's had to adjust in a changing offense for Tulsa. Oklahoma 8 days ago took down Missouri, beat them by 19, and banging home a jumper. Thomas. Big man on the move, but he can't finish. Another offensive rebound for Oklahoma. Cousins hits a 3.
To be an uncomfortable position if you're DJ Bennett.
Thomas. Hield has missed his last 2. Cousins launches and hits. Missing from the line. Tulsa missing an opportunity. And a 9-point Oklahoma lead. Zone look from Tulsa. Thomas. Kick out to Cousins. Good passing by the Sooners. Cousins 3. Bangs it home. Isaiah Cousins.
And last year, the first year in almost a decade that all three, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, and Tulsa, all in the NCAA tournament.
Well, the result, 2 points for Oklahoma and a possession. Jordan Woodard. Nice first half for Isaiah Cousins. Cousins rises. He's got 14.
It was Swanigan who kind of caught him with a little bit of an elbow. And then Thomas sold it with I wouldn't say a flop, but he definitely sold it out.
It's a big sequence for Oklahoma. You get the 3 and a possession and a chance to stretch a 14-point lead. Good ball movement against the zone. And Cousins.
He's got a good staff. Steve Henson is longtime assistant as well as the rest of the staff is excellent. Chris Crutchfield, of course, was at Oral Roberts, now at Oklahoma. I think he's just a very solid basketball coach.
And for the most struggle in the first half. The American Player of the Week for his work against Creighton. He had 23 in the win against Creighton. This is his brother, his younger brother, Jordan. Kick out to Cousins. Boy, what a day he's had.
His shot isn't quite going for him right now. They say that perhaps part of it, going back to the Bahamas, playing in the battle for Atlantis, probably took something out of him, gave him a boost that he went back home for the first time in a couple of years, but that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and some of it's been shot selection. I had the chance to talk to him before shoot-around today. He said he just has to take better.
Cousins drives in, throws up the lob to Bennett. Stolen away by Walker. Cousins, another 3. No one came out to guard him until late. Cousins, he got a piece of that. Wow. Fadeaway jumper by Gil Caesar. No, here comes Heald. Cousins remains high.
Defense by Oklahoma has just been outstanding.
And really good teams. Cousins, count it, and 1.
Hayes just inside the arc, misses the jumper, and Spangler down to the rebound. Oklahoma looking for the lead. Oklahoma taking, goes underneath with the left hand, lays it in.
Well, how about his eyes when he caught that ball? You could see him looking to pass it and thought better of it. That's big time.
Cousins will quiet the Braves.
He knows how to play basketball. What a player.
An incredibly unselfish team. And we start to say one thing they have is Cousins knocks down another one. Carolina lost the game yesterday on the free throw line. Butler won it on the offensive glass.
No question. And there may not have been as many shots, but there were enough to know that Oklahoma has done a great job of boxing out, going after rebounds with both hands.
Cousins with a long 2. Cousins baseline, short, got it back, and puts it home.
And Oklahoma now is going to have to run good offense. They ran great offense in the first half. You can't expect your team to shoot 65%. For 40 minutes against Butler.
Cousins gets the bounce. Boy, Jones made it here. Now the boss flew in yesterday, so we're good the rest of the way, I hope. A 12-point lead for Oklahoma. Butler had it down to 8. And Oklahoma with a couple of buckets in the ball right now, 4.5 minutes into the second half.
Now Butler's starting to switch everything on the perimeter just to try to keep this Oklahoma team in front when they're making those exchanges. They've been able to get into the paint like this.
Isaiah Cousins. Midway point of the second half.
And you can't get a shot to fall. And Butler has gotten shots that it can and normally makes. When you can't get a shot to fall, it puts so much pressure on your defense to get stops.
They're down to 9 for 40.
It's just brutal.
Cousins. Good looking crimson as we are underway with Norman Powell. His jumper in and out.
A rebound to Tayshaun Thomas, who is a transfer that's just gotten eligible recently. Was the leading scorer and rebounder for the University of Houston last year. He's going to make a big impact on this program.
Ryan Spangler, the big rebounder, passes up the jump shot. Isaiah Cousins will not pass up the jump.
Commits to leaving the floor.
Spangler the steal. Long look ahead. Cousins will lay it in.
And another shot. There's Hall. Boy, they're not scared to fire away. Fairly cold so far. Woodard ups the tempo. Cousins a three. Yes, sir. Northwestern State went to the NCAA tournament back in 2013, so just 2 seasons ago, but really only 2 primary players from that team remain. And Marvin Frazier, who was called for that travel, is one of them. Started 26 games that season.
Marvin likes to squirrel hunt.
Really? His dad's the police chief in Zewala, Louisiana. Squirrel hunting. Cousins pulls the trigger. And he's hit his first couple of...
Bringing the players out. Really talented guy. Musician, writer.
Isaiah Cousins with the pickpocket the other way to lay it in. Earlier, Kisamlo hits another one. He's got a big grin on his face now.
Did you hear Glass?
No.
Because I didn't hear it the first time. I thought maybe he said it the second time.
There's Cousins. Boy, that was a physical.
And Lou Hill, before the game, OU assistant coach, said he's kind of like a free agent who's just come in. You got to get used to playing with him. I think my comment earlier about want to see some more out of Tayshaun, he's still getting a feel for how to move with this Sooner squad.
He sets the screens for Cousins, who drills his... Cousins a step back. He's beginning to feel it, isn't he, Renzo? He has today.
No question.
He's got 9 assists to go along with it, though. That's a pretty solid afternoon. Isaiah Cousins, baseline, slam. Level. He's a machine when it comes to those. Led the Big 12 a season ago. Cousins rubs off a screen, turns down the three, now steps back to take one and hit it.
Never been accused of that. I appreciate that.
Bennett. Wide lead.
Oh, Booker. He'll like that look, though.
Yeah.
A second chance.
Oh, they should give it to him again.
There's Walker.
Much better on D of late.
Cousins against Milliken. Whoa, look, nifty scoop. Now Oklahoma with the challenge. Hit one of their last 13 from the floor.
Trying to post Hield a little bit. Nice help. You got to recover, though.
Hield started 3 for 3. Since then, 1 for 10. The long 2 for Cousins is good.
With Cousins trailing by. Nice catch by Guillory. He goes to the basket and came up short. And Spangler has another rebound. This is Cousins, who's been very good in transition, and he's good again.
Team is just kind of giving you fits. You know that this game is for all intent and purposes close to being over, but you still have 15 minutes and 40 seconds left where you need to perform. And I'm sure that's what Lon was talking about in the huddle, of getting some better body language, some better energy out there to come back out. I wouldn't be surprised to see them put some other guys in the game if they don't get it here in the next minute or two.
Nice shot. 4th season. And as Renzi mentioned, he's been a little under the weather the last couple of days. I saw him today and I said, does that mean you have butterflies? Are you a little nervous? He goes, no, not after all this time. over 30 years coaching, 28 in the collegiate ranks, and those seasons in the NBA that he also spent